Alright, so hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody is okay. So I recently got gifted the set of the brand new Caran Portrait Assortment Luminance pencils. And I thought I would just quickly run through them, give them almost like a little review, see what my initial thoughts are, and just tell you a bit about them. This is in absolutely no way sponsored by them. This is purely just a review that I thought a few of you would find a little bit helpful. Okay, so just a bit about the actual boxed set of pencils. So overall they have released 24 new colours as an addition to the previous 76 colours that they have. And 20 of these new colours come in this beautiful black box, which they have named the Portrait Assortment. So on the official Caran website, these retail at £65.99. However, I bought them off the lovely Angela from Paper Story. If you ever need any art supplies, then head on over to Paper Story because they are amazing. And actually, at the moment, Paper Story has them on a sale for £59 instead of £65.99. So along with the 20 colours in this box, they also released the 4 individual colours, which makes up the 24. These were not included in the portrait assortment and you had to buy them individually. So you can't actually buy the individual colours on the official Caran website. However, anytime I've bought them, they range from around about £3.50 each for one pencil. However, some shops, they do like the whole bundle. So for example, Paper Story, again, they have the set and the 4 individual pencils on a sale for £68.50. And because I bought it like that, they also give you a free Caran pencil blender as well, which I have actually never tried before, so that will be a first for today. So looking at the actual box, it says the highest light fast portrait assortment. Now I know that the Derwent light fast pencils also claim that they have the highest light fast, and on this little shiny, lovely little silver sticker here, it says the highest light fast, LF1, LF2. I think this is the number that's important, the 6901 ASTM standard. And whilst researching that, it does say that that is the highest light fast, earning a top result due to some test they do, obviously. So if you don't know what light fast actually means, it basically means that they are not going to discolour when exposed to light, which makes them perfect for exhibitions or reselling or something like that. So yeah, the actual brand Caran is made in Switzerland. And on here it says permanent pencils with a smooth lead and exceptional light fastness. So just to sum up with a little description, it says that they are highly sought after by drawing masters of every creative sector. They have a really subtle velvety effect, which I can confirm they do, from the new permanent pencil stems. Its delicate texture, along with the vibrancy of the many recently developed shades, opening up new exciting vistas in the realms of overlaying, mixed techniques and graduation. As I said, it has extreme light fast, and that has been confirmed by rigorous testing, earning the top results and certification. And it actually claims to be the simply most light fast coloured pencil ever designed, which is quite a name. And I thought this was a nice touch. Everything from Caran has eco-friendly standards when everything is made, providing an additional demonstration of the ethical commitment. So looking at the back, I actually thought this was really interesting. So they actually have a little timeline of all the different pencils that they've released, which I think is so cool. So it started right back in 1915, all the way up to 2008, which is when they released the Luminance pencils. And the newest ones they have released are the Museum Aquarelle ones, which I talk about quite a lot. I really love the white Museum Aquarelle, and they're a watercolour pencil. Once again, they just kind of have different information about the business and everything, all in different languages. This is quite interesting. It just says Luminance will significantly extend the life of creative professionals' work, bringing together warm and cold flesh tones as well as a selection of dark shades. This assortment is the ideal tool for creating ultra-realistic artistic portraits for both people and animals. So that's interesting because I haven't really read anywhere what portraits it's made for, and so because it says people and animals, I think that's quite interesting. And I definitely think from the colours that I see up here, that is definitely a good colour choice. So it says they're Swiss made from wood from reliable sources, which is good. And then this little chart here, which I think is also really interesting, is basically a life-size to scale pencil. And then it kind of explains all the different bits about it. Most of it's in a different language though. Okay, so it says the lead is 3.8mm smooth and permanent. There is a certified cedar wood round pencil, the light fast indicator, and the identification number and the name of the colour, and then a glossy cap to match the lead colour. So yeah, let's just open this right up and see what is inside. So the inside of the lid has this quite dense foam, which is obviously going to keep them nice and protected. And then we also have all of the colours. So obviously they haven't included a black or a white in this because it was released in the original colour set. However, they do have a pink white, which I'm excited to try. And they also have what looks like a black but is a dark indigo. And obviously, if you do pet portraits or anything like that, you will know how important colours like dark blues and kind of off-whites are. So I will say I am quite surprised at how many kind of bright colours there are. When I thought of a portrait set, obviously you don't get that many bright colours. It's quite a lot of browns, quite a lot of like dull toned down greys and things. So it was quite a pleasant surprise to see this many bright colours. However, when you think about it a bit more, they are definitely a good set of colours to use for a portrait. The colours that really draw my eye as a pet portrait artist are definitely this selection of beiges and browns. So yeah, I mean, the packaging isn't really anything too fancy. It's pretty standard for a set of pencils, but it's definitely a lovely range of pencils. There are some that I definitely will not use as much as others, such as the really bright oranges and pinks and the bright blues. But you never know, especially in eyes, or if you have to draw a dog's collar or somebody's clothing or something, then they'll definitely come in handy. So I do see why they've included all these bright colours as well. However, I don't actually own the 76 set of Luminance, so I don't have the whole set at all. And I'm not really too sure on what colours they already have, except from the ones that I own. So I can't really say that they should add more colours because I'm not sure which ones they already have. But yeah, I am very happy overall. Alright, so I'm going to do a little bit of a pencil swatch. I'm going to be doing it on the pastel matte light grey paper. I would use white, but honestly I don't have any spare, so I can't. But yeah, I'll do little swatches of all the pencils. I'm going to use the blender pencil at the end as well, and I'll do all the names and everything for your sake, but also for my sake as well, because I find them helpful. So yeah, I'll do a quick little time lapse of that, and then I'll explain at the end what I thought. Okay, so here is everything all swatched. These 4 are the individual ones, but all the rest are from the 20 set. Now, I absolutely love Luminance pencils. Like, I've obviously tried them before, so these weren't much different. I love, love, love how creamy they are. I started off with the polychromos, when I started drawing, and compared to them, like, these are just something else. They are so creamy and they're so vivid. They are such lovely pencils. So it wasn't too much of a shock to me how much I love the new pencils. However, unfortunately, I have two problems. One isn't that bad, but one of them is. So as I was starting to swatch them, I got down, love the pink white, love the light flesh, but the Indian yellow, I started drawing that, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but I'll try my best to show you. So I don't know if you can see, but as I started drawing, I noticed that the actual pencil lead was very scratchy, and it left like little scratches in my drawing. It's not so apparent on the lighter pressure swatch, but definitely on the harder pressure it was very apparent, and it wasn't that nice. It was like I was scratching something. So then I took a look at the pencil lead and I realised loads of these little tiny black dots in the actual pencil lead. And so what I'm guessing is that during the manufacturing of that pencil, something has got into the lead, whether it's particles or something, or I don't know, but something is basically stopping the pencil lead from going down really smoothly. Now, bear in mind, I've only found that in one pencil out of the whole set I've tried. But this is a real shame considering, you know, the pencils are definitely not cheap at all. And I'm lucky that it is a colour that I'm probably not going to use that often, but definitely not up to the standard that it should be. Now, my second problem isn't that, it's more of a preference, but the naming of the pencils. Now, I know that pencil names can be a little bit ridiculous. Some of them are nice and simple. For example, terracotta, dark flesh, pink white, you know, things that you can probably remember. But then you get to things like dark Pathalio-cyan green and quinasidrione purple and anthraquinio carmine. Like, for me, if I like a pencil, I'm probably going to want to remember it, you know? If I go, oh, I want to pick up my Mars Violet or pick up terracotta or cinnamon, but I'm not going to remember those pencil names. I don't know why they do it. There's obviously something about it, whether it's something to do with history of the pencils or something like that. However, a lot of these are very complicated names. Some of them aren't even that complicated. Some of them are literally in what looks like French. For example, blue denims. Like, I'm not going to remember that. So yeah, that's more of a personal preference. It's just, I like to remember the pencil names, so yeah. But as I said, other than that, they are absolutely gorgeous pencils. The colours are really nice in this set. I actually really, really love the different colours, and I think that they can all work really well within a portrait. For me, I really, really love the three top ones here in the individual four, not including the green, because I won't use a green that much, but the dark flesh, 5%, the dark flesh, and the natural russet. I think they would have worked really, really well within the main set. But then again, I am a pet portrait artist, mainly working on dogs, and, you know, brown is obviously a very common colour in a dog. So it is a shame that you have to buy those separately, but I see why, because they've obviously tried to make it for drawing people and animals. So last but not least, I just want to test out the blender pencil, because I've never used one of these before, so I'm really intrigued. So I'm going to take two colours, being the Dark Flesh 40% and the Carmine Lake, and I'm basically going to add one there, and then add another one there. Now, this is what it would look like if you just blend them without any tool or anything. As I said, these pencils are so incredibly creamy, therefore they blend beautifully. However, I'm going to try again. So I've just zoomed in slightly. You can see that this one is using the two pencils purely just to blend. However, I'm going to use this one and the blender pencil. And I'm guessing all this is really is a pencil with no colour in it. Probably like almost just a clear luminance pencil. Okay, so when it comes to blending two colours together, you can definitely see that it's not as up to par as that one. The colours look quite scratchy. using the blend pencil is definitely does not blend the two colours as lovely as it does using just the pencils alone, which actually surprised me quite a bit because I thought that it would do the exact same. However, I do think a blend pencil would be good for just blending out one layer of colour. I know that me especially, I use a lot of layers in my work. However, sometimes you just need one colour. If you're using like a light grey or something and you need to fill that tooth, I think this would be a really good pencil for that. So verdict on the blender pencil, I mean, I'm not really that keen on it. I'm probably not going to use it very much. I definitely prefer just using the pencils by themselves to blend. So yeah, I really hope that you found this a little review helpful and all the swatches and everything. Obviously for the scratching thing, that probably will not happen to everybody. I might have just got a faulty pen, but overall these pencils are so beautiful, and yes, they are definitely on the more pricey side. However, you definitely get what you pay for. Let me know in the comments below if you own these pencils, if you've ever tried them, what you think about them. Please consider subscribing for more videos just like this one, more drawings, more time lapses, more Q&As and all of that jazz. And I will speak to you soon. Goodbye.